Hello and good morning, everyone. We are once again seeing the markets continuing to hold on to some bullish bias, and we're trying to really find out what exactly we need to do as we step into the day. Yes, the markets have been challenging. They have been giving us mixed reaction, but we definitely know how to take an idea of what's really happening on the ground and how to take some action from here on. Right, that's what we are going to do today, and we are going to see how to look at the markets. Good morning, Sanket. Good morning, Rakesh. So we are going to see now how to look at the markets. We saw yesterday that yes, market has got an important level to cross, and we have been tracking those levels, and we had mentioned that as around 18,400. And taking a look at the option data, I continue to have that level on our radar, which is around 18,400. And the maximum pain point where there is a concentration of the position continues to be around 18,400. And also, when you take a look at the PCR, so PCR is still below one, which is an indication that there are a lot of call writing happening. But what is good to see as part of the open interest setup is that there are a lot of supports emerging around 18,300. So now let's go and check out what are the price action also saying, so that we get an idea that okay, प्राइस एक्शन और ओवर डेटा में एक मैच हो रहा है और हम उसे देख सकते हैं एज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट जोन. सो हैविंग सेड दैट, ओके, एज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट जोन तो हमने एक सोच रहे हैं फिलहाल. सो अभी हम जाकर देखेंगे कि क्या बन रहा है हमारा सप्लाई जोन ऑन डिमांड जोन फॉर द डे, so that we can plan our activity. All right. So, like we mentioned yesterday, Nifty was in a more declining mode, and Nifty did decline yesterday, only to recover towards the end of the day. So now let's see now what is the overall positioning in Nifty. And if you take a look at the current levels, Nifty is currently positioned just about at 18,400, and at higher levels, the immediate resistance are emerging around 18,500. All right. So now, if you take a look at the overall momentum scenario, अभी भी एक neutral stage में है. This is what we had discussed as part of the analysis towards the end of the week, that यहाँ से एक रेंज बाउंड सिचुएशन हो सकता है. तो फिलहाल एक ऐसी सिचुएशन में है हम. एंड इफ यू टेक अ लुक एट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग नाउ, small phases of bullishness is seen on the intraday, but on the multi-day there is still some pressure, while positional continues to be good. So what we had discussed yesterday was the positional is still continuing to show some positivity, लेकिन intraday और multi-day थोड़े weak है. And yesterday's recovery has once again put some hope again in the intraday. So is it that the dips have seen some buying? Yes, that's what it looks like. क्योंकि डिप में बाइंग आना जायज है, ये मैंने कहा था कि डिप में बाइंग इज द मार्केट. ओके, डिप में बाई करना है, जब भी डिप होगा उसमें आप ध्यान दीजिए, क्योंकि डिप बाइंग इज अ वेरी गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर अस. सो राइट नाउ वी शुड कंटिन्यू टू हैव अ बुलिश बायस, बट what you not need to understand, okay, what you need to understand is that market is going to be pressured, क्योंकि the other factors which are triggering this kind of a reaction, that does not seem to be very encouraging. So that is the reason why you are having these challenges. So now once again, going back to this scenario, you can see here that now there are some small signals emerging on an intraday and positional basis. यानी अगर आपको ज्यादा समय के लिए ट्रेड करना हो तो निफ्टी still continues to be a buy. And what are the support levels which we can track? Okay, let's go and take a look at that, so that we get an idea of what we really need to do. So when you take a look at the levels which are visible to us right now, so we had first spoken about 18,400, right? So 18,400, as you can see here, yeah, you can see here that 18,400 is your R1, and your S1 is at 18,250, and the maximum pain point is at 18,350. यानी जो important supply zone है, which is around 18,400, that is at your R1. आपका जो maximum pain point है which is at the pivot, right? And important supports continue to be at 18,200. Okay, so आप देखेंगे 18,200 to 250 is a very good support zone. So you can see here that ये जो level है, ये सारे levels एक confluence बन रहे हैं, और उसकी वजह से मैं कह रहा हूँ कि ये जो zone है 18,200 से 250, तो ये एक important level है. अगर वहां पर डिप आ जाए in Nifty, उसे जरूर देखना चाहिए. And you can see here that from here it has rebounded once again. Once again, Nifty continues to be at the pivot, just above the pivot. Nifty is just above the pivot. It is holding on to the pivot. So what is necessary for the Nifty to do is cross 18,400, because I feel that once it is able to cross and sustain above 18,400, that is when you will be able to take a trade. So now, what are the factors that we need to see for the Nifty and Bank Nifty to sustain? We will see it in few moments from now. So ये पहले हम जान ले कि हमारा फर्स्ट रेजिस्टेंस जोन होगा 18,400. तो पहले मैं वेट करूंगा कि फर्स्ट हाफ एन आवर ऑफ द डे I'll wait for the market to take a call. All right, because it is very important कि overall market situation जो है, it is not in a very easy to understand manner, and that is the reason why. Okay, that is the reason why you're facing these challenges at higher levels. There could be many reasons. Okay, there could be many reasons. One of the reasons which Amit has posted about COVID. See, COVID is a situation which is going to affect the markets, but you have to understand that India has already managed to take care of COVID. And the only country which is getting affected by COVID right now is China. The other countries have increased their alerts, and yes, there has been increasing of cases once again. But then this time around, okay, COVID is not something new to us. When the first time it struck, it was totally new to us. We didn't have the necessary awareness. We didn't have the necessary capability to handle such situation. But now, 3 years down the line, we are much better off. And I'm sure that even if it does come through, we have all taken our shots and everything. So I don't think that should be a problem. But yes, it could give us a challenge. Challenge is quite different from a problem. All right. So that's what I feel. I don't think that it will impact us so much as of now. But then let's see, when the situation happens, at that time we will take a call. But as far as these news is concerned, it is definitely going to impact to an extent, but then we got to factor in other elements as well. Like, what about the weakening of the currency? Okay, what about the weakening of the currency? How will it impact the market? Yes, it will impact the market. And you could see that yesterday I had mentioned about the rupee weakening to a new low, and that's what happened. It impacted the indices, right? So what we are continuing to see is the index continuously being under pressure. So now if you move your attention, okay, to Bank Nifty, so let's go and check on Bank Nifty, and then we'll go and check out some factors which can give us some clue on the momentum of Nifty and Bank Nifty, right? So let's take a look at Bank Nifty. We have been maintaining over the last so many times when we have met कि बैंक निफ्टी में अभी भी एक बुलिश मोमेंटम है, और फिलहाल प्राइस एक्शन कह रहे हैं कि ये एक न्यूट्रल स्टेज में है. तो हमें थोड़ा ध्यान से काम करना पड़ेगा, एंड दैट्स व्हाई यू विल सी दैट यू डिड नॉट विटनेस मच डिक्लाइन yesterday in Bank Nifty. Now you can see here that the scores are encouraging, they are positive, and they are positive in all the time frame. Okay, they are positive in all the time frame. So what does it mean? It means that if you are going to participate on the long side, so just imagine that the market is opening and it is able to sustain the upward movement. All right, so what really happens? The thing is that the market is tending to be bullish, and banks are getting the first drop. So whenever you are seeing a recovery, you are seeing in the banking names, And that is the reason why I have been advocating a long, if you are an index player, to go in बैंक निफ्टी, क्योंकि बैंक निफ्टी में हमेशा मैं देख रहा हूँ कि बुलिशनेस जल्दी आ जाती है, राइट? So you can see here that the signals are firing long. Of course, at higher levels you will get a rally situation. But then what I am seeing right now on the bank nifty is that there is a possibility. Okay, there is a possibility for bank nifty to move today. Okay, there is a possibility for the bank nifty to move today. Because at the lower end, all right, at the lower end, the support zone is emerging at around 43,000. All right. So 43,000 में काफी अच्छा पुट राइटिंग हो रहा है. That is helping the bank nifty revive from lower levels. All right. Now बैंक निफ्टी एंड निफ्टी बोथ आर हैविंग पीसीआर बिलो 1. सो कॉल राइटिंग तो हो ही रहा है ऊपर की लेवल पे, और ऊपर की लेवल मतलब अराउंड 43,500 इज द इमीडिएट रेजिस्टेंस. सो इफ यू टेक अ लुक एट बैंक निफ्टी, so based on whatever data which is available, you can see that 43,500 is a very important level to track. क्योंकि अगर एक बार 43,500 के ऊपर अगर निकल गया, तो यू विल सी दैट इट विल गिव अ फ्रेश वेव ऑफ बाइंग इंटरेस्ट. तो इट विल ब्रेक ओपन द सप्लाई जोन. फिलहाल सप्लाई हो रहा है अराउंड 43,500, and we are seeing that yes, every time it is coming towards that zone, it is having the challenges. तो ये जो लेवल जो है आपके सामने, ये जो लेवल्स है, इसमें आप देखेंगे कि ये जो R1 का जो लेवल है, okay, you can see your R1 is at 43,430. All right, this is at 43,430, and you are having your 43,430 as far as the multi-day is concerned. So positional is concerned. So positional और इंट्राडे का R1 जो है वहां पर एक अच्छा कॉन्फ्लुएंस है. तो अगर आपको काम करना हो बैंक निफ्टी में, so once it crosses 43,430, it opens up a very good possibility, right? So the next target which you can expect is around 43,700. You can see here 43,700 is your इंट्राडे टारगेट. सो अच्छा पॉसिबिलिटी है, और हमें देखना है कि ये 43,430 का जो सपोर्ट जोन है वहां क्या टिक पाएगा, क्योंकि बैंक निफ्टी में काफी अच्छे कॉन्फ्लुएंस मिल रहे हैं. तो इसके लिए मैं कह रहा हूं कि अगर आपको काम करना हो तो बैंक निफ्टी लुक्स टू बी. नाउ ये है आपका, this 43,430 is your supply zone. Okay, now what about the demand zone? You can see here that there is a demand zone emerging here at S1 of multi-day and S1 of intraday. तो यहाँ पर आपका अच्छा सपोर्ट जोन बन रहा है, वहां पर ज्यादा पुट राइटिंग भी हो रहा है. तो एज अ रिजल्ट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इज दैट you are having some kind of supports being built up at 43,000 to 43,100. So अच्छा खासा सपोर्ट जोन बन गया है, अच्छा खासा सप्लाई जोन बन गया है. तो आपको ध्यान देना है कि ये लेवल जो है सप्लाई जोन या डिमांड जोन, ये एकदम आपको पिवट लेवल से बहुत अच्छी तरह से मिलेगा. और जो आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे इन आवर स्टॉक एनालाइजर, I am analyzing the Nifty and Bank Nifty and identifying the levels with relative ease. और क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि अगर ये लेवल्स अगर टूटने हैं on the upside, I know what are the potential targets. I know if these levels are broken to the downside, I know what are the potential targets. So this way I am able to plan my approach. So आपको before the market starts, these are the levels to track as you enter the day. All right. तो ये थोड़े लेवल्स थे आपके साथ. नाउ वी हैव टू गेट इनटू taking some action. All right, we're going to go and take some action, and we are going to see कि overall इसका सेटअप कैसा है. और अगर आपको पैसे बनाने हैं, the most important thing what you got to know from the setups is what is a kind of situation and what is a kind, is there some possibility of movement, right? What is the movement? Movement is when the prices starts going up or going down. तो वो मूवमेंट जज करने के लिए हम एक पेज पर जाएंगे और उसे एक साथ देखेंगे कि इसमें ओवरऑल टेक्निकल पैरामीटर्स क्या कह रहे हैं. बट बिफोर दैट I want you guys to give me your love and support, and smash the like button and share this video with as many people as possible, because now we are going to go to a very interesting page where I will show you exactly how you can identify the situation in Nifty and Bank Nifty. All right. So let me get there, and let me see you guys pushing up the likes to above 50, because we're going to go to a very interesting page right now. So I'll just give you a minute. Go ahead, hit the like button. You got the levels now, what you need to track for the day. And any questions on Nifty, Bank Nifty, you can put it on the chat. We will take that up, and we will also go to a particular page where you will see how to look at the indices. All right. So as the likes are bumping up, let me open that page, and that page is called as Key Technical Indicators. This is a fantastic page, and this page gives you a very good view. Okay, it gives you a very good view of what is happening and how is the market position. What is most important is to find out how is the market position. But before I move ahead, I would like to see the likes go up. I want you guys to share this video with as many people as possible, and show me your love and support. All right, guys. And meanwhile, I'll give you a minute to ask your question on any aspect of Nifty, which we will see out here. All right. Okay. So Kalpesh is posting here. All right. Yes, Kalpesh, I'm waiting for the likes to bump up. I'll be answering your questions here. And let's go and take a look. All right. So let me go and take a look at what is the message I'm getting here. And I'm going to select the indices here, and I'm going to have entire the Nifty, Bank Nifty, and I'm going to put on the ADX, MACD. You can see here now. This is the situation here. All right, so we'll analyze Nifty first, and then we will go on to Bank Nifty. All right. So as you can see here in this column, we have this is the last updated records. So you can see here right now that on the basis of the recent values, okay, on the basis of the recent values, we are going to take a look at the markets, right? We're going to take a look at the markets, and we are going to find out of what the Nifty is doing. So what you can see here is that we are having all the necessary data. Okay, we have put ADX, we have put MACD, we have put RSI. So basically, these are important momentum indicators that give us some idea about how the Nifty is positioned. So as you can see here, okay, as you can see here, right now, Nifty on the daily and the weekly. Okay, on the daily and the weekly. Let's start with the daily. So you can see here on the daily, the ADX is on the lower side. Okay, ADX is on the lower side, and you can see here that the negative DI. Okay, negative DI is more. Okay, negative DI is more here. Let's see here that this is the situation, and you can see here that Nifty ADX, okay, Nifty ADX, you can see here that the ADX is again below 20. So when the ADX is below 20, we are looking for the strength of the trend. So when you're looking for the strength of the trend, you are seeing here that the ADX is below 20. So on the daily and the weekly, right? On the daily and the weekly, the strength of the trend is less. So as a result, if you're going to be a participant on the Nifty, even on the short side, you have to be very careful. So now on the short side, if you want to do any activity on the intraday basis, okay, on the intraday basis, there is still quite a bit of movement. Okay, on the intraday basis, there are still quite a bit of movement. You can see here, there are some encouraging signs. Okay, there are some encouraging signs on the ADX. All right. So now when you want to take a look at that, you can see here that अगर आपको intraday में काम करना हो, so ADX is pointing out, okay, ADX is pointing out to a good set of values. So you can see here that the ADX is pointing to a good set of values. So you can consider ADX and see that there is some strength building up. So इंट्राडे में आप काम कर सकते हैं. अगर आपको मल्टी डे काम करना है तो अभी भी उतनी मूवमेंट नहीं है. सो कंटिन्यू टू रिमेन इंट्राडे on the Nifty. Now let's move to the MACD. You can see here that the MACD, because Nifty had gone up so much, so daily, weekly continues to be positive. So nothing to worry. So the momentum is still on the positive side of MACD. You can see here on an intraday, it has gone into the negative side. यानी उसका ट्रेंड जो है वो अब नेगेटिव है. और 60 minutes seems to be more weaker. Okay, 60 minutes seems to be more weaker. So if markets were to revive, then you will first see a recovery in the 30 minutes, because 30 minutes is close to going above zero. Now for this, some expectation is there from the RSI levels. और आप देख रहे हैं कि RSI लेवल जो है फिलहाल Nifty is close to some movement in 30 minutes. So first, if you have to see a movement, तो आपको पहले निफ्टी 30 मिनट्स में देखना पड़ेगा कि क्या निफ्टी इज क्लोज टू क्रॉसिंग 60 जोन. अगर निफ्टी 60 में क्रॉस कर देता है ऑन द 30 मिनट्स, तो आपका स्टॉप लॉस जो है उसको आप रिवाइज कर सकते हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि हमेशा लोअर टाइम फ्रेम पे रिवर्सल होगा इफ प्राइस आर डिक्लाइनिंग और राइजिंग. तो हमेशा लोअर टाइम फ्रेम पे एक रिवर्सल दिखेगा आपको. और अगर आपको रिवर्सल देखना है तो आपको देखना है कि क्या निफ्टी 30 मिनट्स में इज इट क्लोजिंग द फर्स्ट 30 मिनट कैंडल जो है आज का, इज इट क्लोजिंग अबाउट 60. That means that the trends are reversing in Nifty, and if you are short, then you can exit your position or you can trail your stop loss. So that's the logic which you can use, because that is the kind of indications which you get when you track the momentum. You should always track the momentum, क्योंकि momentum का देखना जरूरी है. So let me now go to the questions. Meanwhile, I want you guys to push up the likes, share the video with your group, and tell them that some interesting discussions are happening on Nifty and Bank Nifty. And let me check out a couple of questions here. All right. So, yeah. So, if you have taken a trade on, if you have carried some calls, you have said carried some calls, Kalpesh. I don't know whether you are short or whether you are long, but I believe that you are long. So if Nifty looks to be opening up on the upside, as far as I saw in the morning, but we need to see whether that kind of bullishness will sustain, right? The most important thing is you got to wait for the first 5 minutes. मैं हमेशा मानता हूं कि अगर फर्स्ट 5 मिनट्स में अगर आपको कोई इंडिकेशन मिल जाए, ओके, तो आपको उसे जरूर ध्यान देना चाहिए, क्योंकि फर्स्ट 5 मिनट्स आर वेरी क्रूशियल, because many BTST, STBT traders, they enter the market and they try to exit their position. All right, some people exit in 5, some people exit in 15, but लेकिन first 15 minutes में तो काम हो ही जाता है. और उसके बाद दिन में जिसे खेलना है वो पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं. But then there are also a lot of scalpers who like to make money within the first 2 minutes of the day. Well, I have that is one style of trading, but I am talking about in general. अगर आपका पोजीशन हो तो फर्स्ट 5 मिनट्स तो रुकना चाहिए, right? So now coming to the next thing about FII withdrawal from the market. Yes, this is a Santa Claus rally जो कहते हैं. ये टाइम ऑफ द ईयर में एक Santa Claus रैली जो होता है, पीपल एक्सपेक्ट कि एक Santa Claus रैली होगा एंड ऑफ द ईयर में, जब FI सब थोड़े रेस्ट करेंगे, ईयर एंड मोड में जाएंगे. उनका ईयर एंड है इन द कैलेंडर ईयर, तो वो उनके ईयर एंड पे जाएंगे, तो तब ये दे विल मूव टुवर्ड्स relaxing, and they will exit their positions and sit across. But then what you really need to see is how is our market reacting to this, right? You have to see now how our market is reacting to this, and our market at the moment is pretty chilled out. Lot of stocks are doing well. अगर आप ध्यान से काम करेंगे तो you don't have to really concentrate only on the FNO stocks. There are a lot of other stocks also doing well. It is just that it demands us to be more aware and alert. तो आपका अवेयरनेस और अलर्टनेस बढ़ाना है, तो उसके लिए आपको थोड़ी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, बट देन देयर आर लॉट्स एंड लॉट्स ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज आउट देयर, राइट? So now let me go into Bank Nifty. Let me go into Bank Nifty, and as you can see here, right, in Bank Nifty the situation is much better, right? आपको दिख रहा है कि 60 मिनट्स, 30 मिनट्स डेली, ये सारे टाइम फ्रेम में इट इज अबाउ 25, यानी एडीएक्स जो है it is very encouraging on these three time frame. यानी out of the four time frames, three time frames में ये ADX encouraging है, और ये कह रहा है हमसे कि हाँ स्ट्रेंथ है तो बैंक निफ्टी में है, राइट? अगर आपको काम करना हो इंडाइसेस में तो आप बैंक निफ्टी पर काम कीजिए, क्योंकि बैंक निफ्टी इज डेफिनेटली लुकिंग मोर पॉजिटिव, right? That is what as the strength is concerned. Now when you talk about the MACD is on the negative. So MACD नेगेटिव होने का ये मतलब है कि यहाँ पर लोअर टाइम फ्रेम में अभी थोड़ी नेगेटिविटी है, बट हायर टाइम फ्रेम में पॉजिटिविटी है, विच इज द सेम सिनेरियो एज फार एज द निफ्टी इज आल्सो कंसर्न. नाउ व्हेन यू टेक अ लुक एट द RSI. So RSI is telling us that the RSI is on the 30 minutes is about to is at 58. So overall RSI seems to be closer towards 60. You can see here RSI is closer towards 60 in 30 minutes, in daily, in weekly it is already above 60. So if you take a look here, okay, overall the RSI values are much higher than the Nifty. And when you take a look at the momentum play also, the strength is there. So if there is a recovery today after the first 30 minutes of the day, which is a positive scenario in the market, तो अगर पॉजिटिव सिनेरियो है, अगर आपका 30 मिनट्स के बाद अगर एक आपको दिखता है कि मार्केट ऊपर की तरफ चल रहा है, तो फिर आपको आपके जो शॉर्ट्स है कवर करने चाहिए. अगर आप कल से ऑलरेडी लॉन्ग है आपके पोजीशन में, तो आप ये जो इंडिकेशन जो हो रहा है उसे आप ले सकते हैं, ऑलराइट, एज अ क्लू दैट मोर बाइंग इज गोइंग टू कम इन. और जो लेवल्स मैंने बताए थे वो लेवल्स को आप रखकर you can have that as an important watch point, okay, important trigger point for your market action. So when you do that, what will happen is that when you participate, it automatically becomes easier for you to take a look at what is happening today. You are just coming to the market and not knowing what has to be done, but when you take a look at the indices in this way, you will know exactly that yes, there is some bullish momentum, there is some strength emerging. और ये जो स्ट्रेंथ है, अगर प्राइसेस में रिकवरी आई तो पहले आपको बैंक निफ्टी में रणनीति देखने मिलेगी, और अगर आपको इंडेक्स में पैसा कमाना हो तो बैंक निफ्टी इज continuing to be a better bet. Levels have already been identified with you, and you know exactly what has to be done. So that's all I wanted to share with you as part of today's edition. Right, we'll again connect tomorrow, and we'll find out exactly how we need to look at the Nifty Bank Nifty from another angle. Till then, thank you for joining me in this session. Till we meet again, this is Raja Venkatraman signing off. Have a good day. Stay safe, stay healthy. And if you like what I shared, and if you enjoyed what you heard, leave a like on our video and also comment on what aspect of this video आपको अच्छा लगा, so that I'll know कि आप लोग को भी समझ में आ रहा है और आप लोग भी enjoy कर रहे हैं. Thank you. Good day.